Hi, we're the Sage Seeking Sisters. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Stacy, and today we have with us our honored guest, John.
Welcome.
Thanks so much, John. I said you're the first representing those in their 20s. What is it?
Yeah.
Generation what?
Gen Z.
Gen Z. We got it. So, John, I think we met like about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it was long.
It was a lot. It was about because you just turned 25.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we have a lot, and I am fortunate to have him in my family. And we have a lot of memories. I was thinking like the socials for the high school band.
Yeah.
We've done drum circles, yoga, forest bathing, right?
Oh, yeah,
the hiking, roaming around New York City.
Yeah.
We have a lot of good. We're kindred spirits, John and I think. Yeah. And you know what? I was thinking too that like I was in New York City right before 9/11. Okay, so I literally was there for 8 years, moved like 11 days. I was in Europe. And that was like unprecedented, world event or for our country, right? You were there during COVID.
Yeah.
You were at Brooklyn College.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Point Park, and then you went to Brooklyn College.
Yeah.
So tell us about that experience.
Yeah,
because
it was a lot of like, when it first hit, a lot of rumors and just talk of, what might happen. Because I remember hearing about it, there was like a weird disease coming.
Yeah.
Making people really sick. And I don't even know if that was like around the time too when people died yet.
Yeah.
Either, but like there was like a couple people in the city who had like confirmed had it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or confirmed really sick. Because I remember
Yeah.
talking to Sylvia in Garden City, and she was like, we were out for 3 weeks, and it wasn't the flu at Christmas. And then March was the lockdown.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
when did you leave?
I left, I think March 13th or 14th, like right before like the big.
But you were in
national-
Brooklyn, where
Yeah.
nationally that was the cesspool, the hub of so much, not
Just
enough
nuts.
preparation and support in the hospitals. And
Yeah, and out there, so many people. You have to, to get to the grocery store. You have to go through a lot of people.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Big, marketplaces, everything. It's all run by like interaction, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's on top
walking
of each other.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was a big issue.
Did you find people came together to support, or there was so much fear? Because I feel like after 9/11, all of my friends said it was like the most beautiful time to be in the city because there was so much love and people coming together. But what was it like then?
I think people were like ready to take it on and like work together. And, I think New York too knew that they had to follow regulations or else it could get spread quickly. Because I think right at the beginning, it spread so fast because everybody was just always socializing or next to each other.
Right.
And once they realized like the dangers of it, I think that's when they really took it like precautionary. Masks everywhere.
Yeah.
Social distancing. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And that was another issue too. Was how businesses could stay like afloat during the pandemic
Right.
too.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
so many
The economic
small,
hit.
businesses, mom and pop shops, that just survive, paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
Mhm.
And so many
Yeah.
fell under them.
And that was a big issue, I know.
Because after
maintaining.
9/11, I remember Giuliani was like, "Go shopping, like just to keep the economy thriving." But you couldn't. Like that was like no, and there were devastation for so many small business owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about for you just overall? What are some of the challenges you feel you have faced just with your generation?
I think with my generation is that, we like learned a lot about the world, like in school and with the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of information about how things work. And I think a lot of us are kind of mad at how things are run and still run. And, there's a lot of times I think we like hear stuff and we're like, why is that still going on? Like war, for example. I mean, like a lot of us were like, there's no really, need for war in this day and age. Like
That's right.
things can always be talked out, especially like diplomatically.
I love that.
I know.
Keep going.
I'm voting for you.
John
But
for
I think
president.
there's just so many things that, systems and, in place that all of us were like, why is that still around? Like, what? Why do we have to keep doing that? I mean,
Right.
like even just, processed foods and all that. Like,
Right.
It's so easy to eat them
Right.
and it's
And
all
conflict
there, but
over beliefs.
we're all like,
and
man,
land.
like, how do we let this just slide and happen?
Right.
And for such a long time.
Yeah. So I think that's one of our big challenges is just, you know, accepting like what the world is right now, but like, you know, wanting to like, why don't we like do something about this now?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to keep happening generation after
Sure.
generation.
Right.
Sure.
Do you think
Yeah.
part of it is like the profit factor? Like we're so focused on profit over responsibility
Yeah.
and care and govern.
Yeah, that's, I think, like, 'cause
stewardship.
now it feels like too everything's like all about maximum like productive. I can't
Yeah.
say that word. Productivity.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And,
Yep. That's
You know,
it.
that drives for more profit, obviously, for more, you know, consuming and, you know, pushing products out.
Mhm.
And, you know, I think that's a big thing is just, you know, how much everything's just pushed and, you know,
Mhm.
people, products, everything. And that's, you know, sometimes, you know, things just reach their limit. Like, for instance, that Francis Scott Key Bridge, how the boat like ran into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just you know, waterways and stuff like that aren't used as much to transport stuff nowadays, but you know, they don't fund that stuff, and
Right.
so you know, little accidents like that happen, and
Yep.
it's just all like a product of, you know, just do it, send it, push it out, you know.
Right. No matter
yeah.
the
Yeah.
consequences. Yeah.
Like, why hold us up with this one little thing when we can just kind of brush it to the side and keep on, you know.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, a big problem with like we all see is just how much things are just happening where it's like, why does it need to happen?
It's
you know?
senseless.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I get that.
So
I feel like one of your creative outlets has always been music.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
tell us about your journey with.
I remember like from a young age just always loving music, and that was like my happy place basically. When I'd listen to something, it just
Yep.
it's hard for me to feel bad when I've got good music on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's
So-
so true.
Dancing and yep.
And then
Right,
that's when I started to
instruments.
like mess around with the instruments. I realized that was like one of my favorite things to do is just sit there and play melodies or whatever on the piano. And then when I got my bass, that was like a whole
Yep.
you know world
Open
change.
your world.
World
Yep.
changed, and that's all I could think about and have since.
Yep.
But I felt like it was a way too to kind of talk, like communicate like
Yeah.
easier like through music. You know, you can play
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yes.
I felt more confident playing stuff than talking. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful and
So-
connecting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
And-
Oh, go ahead.
And so you have a band now.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
that.
a couple bands.
I was gonna ask, yeah.
well, the one's Johnny and the Midlife Crisis. So I'm playing that tonight.
Love it. He's playing
So it's
tonight.
me and a bunch of older people. So they're the
Yeah.
Midlife Crisis.
That's awesome. Johnny and
Yeah.
that's great.
So yeah, we play a whole range of different like styles of covers, and you know, we all get into it because we all do background vocals. We try and play the songs to the T, like how they,
Nice.
you know, are played, or you know, we'll watch a
Yeah.
live video. How do they do that live? Let's try and do that.
Yeah.
So it's like fun to just learn different bass lines for that,
Right.
play it, and like learn how a song's structured.
Yes.
And
And
then-
what other? You said two.
Yeah, and then I have the other one. It's called S's,
Yep.
and that's with Grayson and Mia, who are my
Yes.
friends from high school.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I sing and play guitar on that one. Grayson plays bass, and Mia's on drums.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome. Love
So,
it. Love it.
Yeah, we've been doing some original stuff. Like last week, we recorded a set. Like we put a set of songs, like all of them original, and then the last one we do Wipeout.
Oh yeah.
We recorded that so we could try and, you know, have like a video of a set to send out to people, like promoters, like, hey, can we
Yeah.
open up for this band or something, you know? We could do a
That's
half an hour
very
set.
cool.
So.
You'll have to send us a little, like at least one song. we
Yeah,
can plug it into.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
for
can
sure.
do that. Yeah, we set up the lights and everything down here. It looked real cool.
It's fun.
Oh, so honey, so you have that outlet, and that. What else do you do as far as wellness to, you know, feel good or lift your
I
spirits?
think I still just everything I do, like I try and create something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I love doing photography and like doodling.
Yeah.
Now like the printmaking stuff too. Like it's all like I'm happy when I'm just trying to make something or make something cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I know that's how I can relax and, you know, focus in on something.
Yeah.
And it's
Like
one of those,
flow.
it's one of those activities exactly where you just lose track of time.
Yeah.
You
That's
just
the
get in the
best.
flow zone and just streamline, and, you know, 3 hours go by and you're like, how
Yeah.
did this
Yeah.
happen?
That is the best
Like,
feeling.
Yeah.
Creative.
And not a worry in the world.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody needs that.
Yes.
So what do you think you've come to find is the meaning of your life, or what purpose do you think you have?
Oh, that's a deep one.
I know.
I think the things that make me the happiest again is just like creating and then bringing people together and hanging out. So I think like when I think about that, I'm like, with my life, I'd like to just make stuff to have like leave behind after I leave the world. Like, have songs or, you know,
Yes.
artwork, and then, you know, pictures. And then everybody, you know, has memories of hanging out and getting together for music or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so
And
fun.
then photography, even like photo shoots with people.
Yeah.
You know, just bringing people together and like, you
That's
know.
it.
I
Yes.
think that's like what I want to like
Aw.
have my life do, is just leave stuff behind. Like, oh, I was here and this is what I saw
This
and
is a
felt.
cool
Share.
guy, John.
Yes.
Like, or leave some artifacts, basically.
Yes.
That's great.
That's
And-
it.
So, do you have any advice that you would want to give to our viewers?
Yeah. Even the older generation or younger,
Mhm.
you know, because I know we've had a lot of the older generation talk about the youth today and how difficult it is for you guys growing up with all the technology and the challenges with social media and addiction and so much of the awareness of things. And so
I would say my like thing that helps me the most is patience. Because that's, I think, a hard thing too with a lot of people now, is how fast everything is. You know, you just want to go.
Yeah.
But I think with patience, if you can just be able to wait it out a bit, you know, think about something and give it like time, you know, don't rush into things. And kind of just go like with whatever the flow feels good, because if you try and force something, then it's not going to be as great as you want it to be.
That's right. That's right.
So I think if you're able to like, you know, try and devote some time to things more, it helps you think better and, you know, more clearly.
Delay the instant gratification.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes, you know, life isn't easy at all, but if you just again have patience, you know, things do heal with time. And you know, so if you're able to just kind of hold on for a bit, you know, have that lifeline just right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, John.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
Absolutely.
guys.
This is great.
And then we're you're gonna play a little set here.
Oh, I could play something.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
This is an original called Sun in My Eyes. I'll do like a little snippet of it.